Nope, she was basically the town wizard. She's an archmage, so
If I go back to her and ask her if she knows anything about troglodytes, do you think you think she'd tell us?
you can try. So if you want to go back to the apothecary, she will tell you that it's like I had already mentioned previously. They really don't have any vulnerabilities except for just brute force. So, but they
Okay.
do stink quite a bit.
Okay. Okay. On my way back, I pop open one of my bottles of rum and I slowly start to drink it.
All right, gonna get blitzed before you get
I'm
there.
gonna be fighting monsters drunk out of
with
my mind.
with disadvantage the entire night. That's great. I like it. All right.
My character, he's an alcoholic. I forgot to put that into his story.
All right. So you guys are at the tavern. Are you guys going to head out now, or are you going to do anything else here in Loudwater before you leave?
I hand the rogue the potion of potent poison and go, "Here, have a present." And I turn and I go, "Ahoy! We're going to go kill shit."
My character, my character says in a very bitchy tone.
Holy Christ, this is
We're burning
great.
daylight, guys. Come on. We got magic to find.
It is midday now, so you spent the entire morning and the early afternoon trekking around Loudwater.
So we basically.
It'll just be disadvantage on
Thinking about
rolls, Azurk.
Yep.
Disadvantage meaning
my
you roll
character
your attack
wants
twice
to
and you take the lowest roll.
And start and the motion to them, move it or I will kill you slowly. I want more magic.
As you guys kind of look out the door, I'm already at the gate. Go up at the gate, tapping my foot, drinking my bottle of rum, going, "These dudes are slow."
All right.
So
So
tempted to just stand and have alcohol and call it a day.
all right.
I go to the gate.
So the party leaves Loudwater. You make the trek ahead to the location on the map. You get to the edge of the High Forest, and you find the area that is on the map highlighted by Ghim. You search around for a while, and Scotty and Ghim trip upon the entrance to the tomb. It's sort of like a tomb type of entrance. So it's actually an organized doorway, and it is actually kind of concaved into the ground. It's just so old. It's thousands of years old. So, but also you can see that there are tracks around, and a lot of the brush, a lot of the trees around have actually some of them that have been chopped down, and some of them also seem to be uprooted. And actually, as you get closer to the entrance to this place, you actually see some smoke, and you can actually smell some smoke coming from the entrance itself. So,
I
and
kind of poke our fighter in the back of the head and go, "You can go first." And I kind of walk to the very back of the group.
Are you the one with the hat?
I'm the one with the top hat, yes, or the style of fancy hat.
I give Crow an evil look and say, "Poke me again, and you'll get my sword through your belly."
I go, "Yeah," and I just kind of take another swig, and I kind of stumble to my right, and I just walk normally after that.
Oh, stupid drunks!
My character just puts her hands on her hips and shakes her head and moves aside and just says, "Man,
So I push the fighter aside and just walk in.
Is it dark?
Yep. 1 second. I'm getting the map set up for you right now. Actually, oops.
I enter behind two of windows because I fear nothing."
All
Hey,
right.
Woody.
You will
is it okay
notice
if I call
that
you Woody?
the area that you have actually entered is pitch black. There's actually no light at all, and just the few lights that I'll even say that the cleric has. I think Moral Jade was the cleric's name. That the cleric actually has cast his cantrip light on everyone so they can see. So now everybody has a light effect on them, and you are in a pitch black dark area, and this is dynamic lighting, guys. So you'll just have to kind of move around to find your way through the place.
Moral Jade is the mage, not the cleric.
Moral Jade. Yep. Sorry about that.
Yeah, and it's a name from Star Wars if you're curious.
I
That's
kind
Mo.
of stop and try to look. When I figure out it's dark,
Aren't you at the
Do-
back?
yeah.
Yeah, well,
this is
I'm in the
me-
front.
Yeah, this is me kind of walking down. I kind of take a torch out, and I'm like, have a torch.
Oh, thanks.
Alright, can you guys move your miniatures around?
I will
Alright,
move up
there
to
you
the
go.
front.
Then I go, Mr. Rogue, can you look for traps, please?
And as you enter this dark catacomb type of area, you can actually smell a sort of like just a musk, a burning, and you can also smell something burning as well. And you hear, once in a while you'll hear some screeches and screams as well. So you definitely know that there is something that is in here.
All right, Dave, I'm gonna move west on the map slowly and check for traps along the way.
Okay.
Would there be some type of spell or prayer I could cast on him to give him a better chance at finding stuff?
Nope. I don't think you have one unless you have a spell that does that, and I don't think you do.
I move I move forward a little. I move to the west a little.
All right. Actually, I want to rejoin as a player real quick and see the player's perspective real quick.
Yeah, I guess we shouldn't be watching the stream.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
Okay, so I'm going to move up to the rogue. I give him a sniff and say, "Is that you?"
There should be a light source all the way to the door now.
Don't you have to pay
I
to
can
watch
see
that
the
role
door.
play?
I move up to the wall beside the door, but
I
out
think-
of the line of sight of any type of monster.
I move up in between them to right here and press my back against the wall.
You don't.
All
I
stealth
want to
style.
click on one of those, and when I want to watch one of their broadcasts, it said I had to be a subscriber, so I
glanced quickly
lost
to the
interest in it
left
real
because
quick.
I noticed everybody piling up against the wall.
Yeah, I'll pass on that.
I
So
am following Woody exactly in his tracks.
I don't want to have to
Just
pay
in
to watch
case.
anybody's
I
D&D
advance just
games.
behind the rogue.
I pass the mage my bottle of rum and go, "You want some?"
All right, so you come
I
to a
care-
door.
I turn down the offer of alcohol.
Actually, Ghim, sorry, blah blah blah. Woodchuck.
Woody.
You actually come to Woody. You come to a steel door. Lots of
All right,
footprints
does it
around.
appear to
There's-
have a lock on it or anything?
But now there is a keyhole, and there is a handle, and it's actually a really well built door. A lot of rust. It's definitely seen better days. It's aged well with time, but you can't, by visually looking at it, you can't tell if it's locked or not. So
I walk up and kick it open.
Oh shit!
Do I need to roll some type of strength check for that?
I just put my thieves kit back in my backpack and take a step back.
okay.
I look at
I
the
boot the door.
man. I look at Crow and I'm like, the fuck did you just do?
All right. So the cleric just booted the door open.
No, that was the mage, I think.
The mage.
Was
Okay.
that Mo?
The mage is not doing anything but looking.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
sorry, it was
I
the
think it
cleric.
was.
Sorry.
Yeah. I think it was the cleric.
Yeah,
All right.
It was Crow.
So as you kick the door open, you hear a click, and an explosion happens. So I need you to make a dex saving throw. Tanaka. Also, Ghim, you need to make a dex saving throw.
Woody.
Also, Dog, you need to make a saving throw. Basically, everyone but the mage needs to make a dex saving throw.
Oh, then I'm good. I'm
I
the
rolled a
mage.
5.
You said Tanaka has to make a dex saving, so I'm the mage.
Okay.
Goody.
Oh,
Okay, guys, I died.
Okay. Crow, you will take 7 damage, and everyone else only takes 3 damage. Actually, I think I need one more saving throw. Nope, there's all the saving throws. Yep. Crow, you take 7. Crow takes 7 damage. Everybody else takes 3. When you kick the
Did the
door
door
open,
Did it open?
Listen to me. Hold on. Slow down. I kick the door. You kick the door open, and you hear a click. A fireball explodes out of a hole on the side of the wall, and when you failed your saving throw, you did not dodge the fireball, and you took 7 damage.
Yeah.
Crow, you have to slow down. You're gonna get us all killed.
I'm gonna turn and
I
go,
say in a
"Yup."
feminine voice.
All right,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
gonna walk
fine.
up behind him and hit him on the back of the helmet and keep walking by him.
I
Okay.
kind of move out of the way and take an even bigger swig of my drink, and I kind of throw the bottle on the ground and go, I'll save the other 2 for later.
Okay.
I'm gonna whisper. Well, I can't to Woody.
You're
I will
you're
later.
really starting to feel tipsy now, Tanaka. So
Wait,
I'm
what?
sorry, Crow. You're actually starting to feel really tipsy now. So you're going to have disadvantage on your attack rolls if you have any, because you are intoxicated now.
Okay.
Do I take damage even though you said I didn't have to make a roll?
No, you're fine.
Goody. Okay. I'm just going to walk behind our rogue like an idiot.
We should have really like a marching order where the rogue and the barbarian stay near the front, the 2 casters maybe in the middle, and I'll cover the back.
Rogue.
I wait for the barbarian to enter the next room, and then I follow the mage.
okay, is this door the same?
That is a door as well, just like the other one. It is a steel door.
Okay.
You can
as
see
I
through
approach
it.
the door.
It's
As I
a
approach,
door with bars, but yes, you can
as
see.
I
I move-
approach the door,
Mhm.
I take out my bow and I point it at the cleric.
I'm not gonna kick it this time, I swear. I pull some food, I pull a piece of bread out of my bag, and I start eating it.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to attach my grappling hook to the door and attempt to pull it open.
Turn one way and the other guy does it. What do you do?
I'm gonna step back a little further this time.
Wait, which way is this door going to open, or doesn't that matter?
The door actually pushes in, and
I backed out of the room.
Oh,
Just gonna say so.
so I can't pull it.
the door's unlocked, and you pull the door, and you hear another click, and another explosion happens. Poof. So everybody you guys were moving your miniatures. Everybody was still out here. Everybody needs to make a saving throw.
No, I was back at the door.
Yeah, I went back when
That's
when
actually
he
where I
attached
was.
The,
Okay.
grappling-
Kind of ran away.
Yeah, when he attached the grappling hook, I went back to the other room.
Well, when I saw everybody on the map, and he said I put a grappling hook on the door and I pulled the door, everybody's miniatures are still out here for the most part. So everybody make a saving
I
throw,
know him.
except
Because I'm covering the back.
everybody but the fighter. Make a saving throw.
What kind?
Well, I
Dex.
just got burnt again.
Dex.
Hang on, if I put a grappling hook on the door
Strength, int, with
and it opens,
Dex. Ah, fuck.
Pulled the door shut even more and made a big sound
Well,
as it dragged across
A
the...
fireball
No.
shot from down the hallway, so everybody got hit
Oh,
by the
okay.
fireball. So it just wasn't at the door. There's supposedly you're thinking that there's probably a hole in this wall with some kind of magical ward in it that shot the fireball down the hall. So it basically hit everybody that was in the hall. So all right, so
Question.
everybody will take An additional 2 points of damage if you failed your saving throw.
Oh, if you made your saving throw, right?
If you failed your saving throw, if you made your saving throw, you only take 1. That was a horrible roll on my
Question.
part. Yes.
Could
Okay.
I use Ray of Frost to stop it?
No. It was too
Okay,
quick. It caught you off
Okay,
guard.
just... Alright, so 2 damage, you said?
Yes. If you failed your saving
I-
throw.
Yeah,
What
I
was
will
the
say-
saving throw we needed to pass?
You needed to pass more than what you rolled.
Okay.
Do you have to roll your dex?
So
or higher?
basically, Scotty and Bull, you guys were fine. But Crow, Nicholas, and Scott, you guys failed your saving throws, so the target was a 10. And you guys failed. Everybody below a 10 takes 2. Everyone above a 10 took 1.
I stop for a second. I kind of put my head up and I go, should I detect magic on the door?
Well, we just let Woody do his regular job and check to see if there's traps.
Okay, I back
Yeah,
away
I'm-
from the door and continue eating my bread.
I'm leaning against the wall now at this point, waiting to see what actually happens with the group.
This time, I'm back out of the room, and I'm like, guys can go and get yourselves killed. I don't feel like getting another ball of fire thrown at me.
Okay, well, we've really set off that trap now, so
Yes, the door is open.
the door's open.
You can actually
Okay,
walk
so-
into the room, so...
So, shall we go in first, Barbarian, and then followed by sort of side by the rogue, or what, cleric, then the mage, and then myself to cover the back?
We should go barbarian, rogue, cleric, mage, then you.
Is it still pitch black?
It is. There is no light currently right now.
Could
Okay.
could I cast my cantrip ability light on like a piece of rock or something on the ground and throw it in the room?
Sure, you can do that. Absolutely.
I casted that on a rock and I throw it and I try to throw it as close into the room as what I could see.
Alright. Let me find something real quick.
Are you good with that, Woody? I'll take your silence as a yes.
Alright, that is what you see now. You see a lit room. You sit within the, as you are looking into the doorway, you see a table, lots of scrolls, some books on the floor. All of the bookshelves that are lining the wall, which seem to be 6 bookshelves, they're actually empty. And you can see that the dust has been disturbed in here, and a lot of the books are gone. Actually, there's no books on the shelves, just whatever books are left in the room are on the floor.
I kind of turn my head and I look over at the mage and go, pick the book up on the ground. Might be useful.
I pick up this book, and I inspect it to see if it says anything legible.
It just, all of these books, you look at them and no one can decipher them. Nobody understands any of the runes or the writing within the books or the scrolls.
What is the language in it? Isn't it like some type of ancient Elvish?
It is.
I have languages as Elvish. Would I be able to read it or just speak it?
The only thing that you can tell, seeing that you are proficient in the Elvish language, is you can just tell that it is an old dialogue of Elvish that has not been used for thousands of years.
So this book is about 4,000 years old. Please don't try to burn it. We
So
can
are
get
these-
some money out of it.
Are these the books we're looking for?
I don't think they are. But we should pick them up anyway, just to make sure.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even choose my second language.
Yeah, we'll pick them all up and put them in
Yeah.
our pack.
You want,
Just
you want me to hold on to the books? Since I am the
Let's
magic. I am
if
the-
anything.
let's have the barbarian hold on to the books because he can actually carry more stuff than most of us.
Well, you all have backpacks, so you can get all of the
Yeah.
books and scrolls into your backpacks between all of you. So
Yeah.
Is
Some
there anything
scholar
else-
might want to read it.
Is there anything else I can pick up in this room?
Nope. Basically, everything in this room is text-related. Scrolls. There's some documents, parchments, and books. And
And
The
and as
the
you
documents.
are in this room, you actually smell. You got a lot of feedback coming out there, Tanaka.
Oh, sorry.
No
Not
problem.
on my mic right now.
You can actually start to smell more of a heavier smoke. Not to the point to where you're coughing or anything, but it's definitely picking up. So it
Someone's cooking some boar in the other room.
possibly could be getting close to a fire, perhaps, is what your senses tell you, your spidey senses.
Okay, I pick up my light rock and I walk out the door with it.
Okay.
I look at the rogue, whoever he is in the room, and I ask him, could you check this room for any concealed doors or anything?
yeah, or under the table for items. Do we just tell you we do a thorough search?
Yeah, sure. If everybody wants to do a thorough search, give me an
I
intelligence check. What? Just hit me. Just hit your intelligence macro there.
The int check one?
Yep.
Alrighty. And I'll be mute.
Hey, Dave, are we supposed to have macros? Because I'm not seeing any.
They're on your character sheet. Should be on your character sheet.
I walk in the room and I cast my spell of detect magic.
The attributes and abilities tab.
Hmm.
I seem all just really disinterested in all this because I can barely read, and I just walk towards the door.
All right. Actually, as you're looking around, Bull and Chris, you two find a small box on the side of one of these. Over here in a corner of the room, you actually, out of the corner of your eye, you see a small little box against the bottom of the shelf.
I guess I'm over there.
I go, wait.
You
I
don't
go,
see
wait,
it.
and I walk. I know. I kind of go, wait for me, and I follow you over there.
We don't listen. We just look at the box.
All right.
I see them and I follow them.
It seems to be a small little jewelry box. You two can actually, you're both looking at it, so.
I just tell Woody to scoop it up.
If they try to open it, I want to try to cast detect magic on it to make sure it doesn't have no magical traps.
I turn the blade of my sword backwards so that if anybody gets too close behind me, they poke themselves on the end of it, and we kind of start to look at the box. I'll examine it to see if it appears to be trapped.
You're looking around, you're turning it over, and it doesn't seem to have any kind of traps. It's such a small box. For your skill set, you really don't think that there could actually be a trap on this box.
Okay.
But if you'd like to give me a dex check, actually, I will take care of all this right now for you.
Including expertise in this?
Yep, exactly. Did you find your macros, bud?
Yeah, but it doesn't have all the expertise and everything in it.
No.
Yeah,
gotta
that's
add
what I
all
was
that
wondering
stuff.
about. Okay, so we have to add that in.
Yeah, I gave you guys basically D4 through D20 macros, plus I also give you all of the skill and saving throw macros. You guys are gonna have to, figure up your combat, with your plus to hit. So, but it's on your character sheet towards the top anyway. So, actually, wow,
Oh,
slam and roll there, Chris. Actually, you are rather confident that there are no traps on this box, or no type of magical ward or anything like that.
Okay, I'm going to turn the box away from me and open it up.
Okay, you click it, a little silver latch pops up, and the lid flings open, and there are 2 rings within this little box. They are both silver
Okay.
rings.
There appear to be any engravings on them.
No, they just appear to be normal silver bands.
Okay, I will turn around with the box. I'm going to hold it close but open. Close to my chest but open. and ask the mage if they can determine whether or not these are worth keeping.
Okay, how many times can I cast Identify? It's my level, one of my level ones.
Okay. You
Well,
had
probably
How many times
start
can I
with. Probably need to start with detect magic.
I don't think I have Detect Magic. I think that's a cleric. Yeah, it's not one of my cantrips, it's not one of my level 1s, and it's not one of my level 2s. I have Identify, and that's it. It says, it doesn't determine the magical properties, nor of any special items.
Yeah, it takes an hour to do that, so we'll have to sit here for a while.
No, it says instant. Ritual 5 feet instant is what it says.
yeah, ritual or action. So yeah, it can be a ritual, which takes 15 minutes to cast, or you can burn a spell slot and cast that as well.
Do you
Yeah,
guys
if you burn a spell slot, it's instant. If you do it as a ritual, it takes an hour.
Do you guys want to wait that time and find out what they are? That might be really good.
Unless the cleric has detect magic
Yeah.
on it.
Mr. Cleric, do you have anything good for us to use here, or should we go with my choices?
I kind of stick my hand over it with my holy symbol in my hand and I go, detect magic.
That's your keyword, detect magic. Bonk.
Yep.
Yes, they both have a silvery glow to them, and you have feedback again.
Sorry.
I kind of turn my head to the right and go, magical? We might not want to put them on, because we might end up teleporting to some random dungeon 40 miles away.
Yeah, the casting time on Identify is an hour, so...
It is.
Alright, well, do you guys want me to cast them and we wait that time here? Like, we just say we burn the time and skip it, or skip the time jump? Or do you want to just close the box and continue on?
Well, they might be very useful to us.
Yeah. I'm willing to go over that option and risk getting jumped if you guys are.
Alright, well, let's take a short rest. That'll allow us to spend some hit dice to get healing from the traps that
Yeah. And I will
we
cast,
have managed to explode on all of ourselves.
Yeah. And I
and
will
can-
cast Identify on the 2 rings.
Perfect.
What do you want me to... That's my intelligence, right?
Actually, you don't have to roll anything for identify. So,
Okay.
both of the rings are basically rings of protection, and these rings will add +1 to your armor class.
Okay, I share that with me. I let them know, hey guys, these rings will protect us, they'll make us more durable, or armor more durable, and I tell them, and I offer them to take the rings. If they don't want one, I'll take one.
Well, I'll be on the front line fighting, and same with the barbarian, so it might be good for us. But does anybody else have any?
Well, the mage is kind of squishy, that's why.
I kind of raise my hand and go, we should give it to the barbarian. He seems capable.
I say, I don't like jury. I'm noble.
Playing a perfect
I'm gonna push
barbarian.
towards the mage.
So, the fighter and the mage are taking them, right?
I'd be interested in one of these.
My AC is already 19, so definitely we'll give one to the mage and I guess the rogue to Woody. So you guys both have +1.
Alright.
And so do we roll 1 hit die for recovery for an hour?
You do your hit
go up
die
to
plus
3.
your con. Yep.
Sorry, you cut it up there. What would you have to roll for it?
What now? Roll for what?
For the 1 hour healing bonus, when you were talking, you cut out.
You whatever hit dice your class is, you roll that plus add your con bonus, and that's how much you get back as a heal. And who got the rings? The rogue and who else?
The mage, and I have no clue what my hit die are. Where would